This is the video version of the Division Z podcast, which is streamed live on Twitch every single Saturday at 2 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you want to watch the live version of this podcast, go ahead and follow me on Twitch. Link is in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 10 of the Division Z podcast. My name is Jason.
And I am K Cosmic.
Damn, episode 10, we're already on double digits.
I know, it's mad. And sorry for everyone who missed my beautiful voice in last episode. Discord just so happened to die.
Dude, I was telling everybody, I think it was yesterday on stream, the timing is so fucking impeccable. Like, neither of us could do it on Saturday. So we're like, yeah, let's do it Friday. And then the exact time we decided to do it Friday, it's like, now it's time for a DDoS attack. Like,
yeah, I think
you can't plan
it's just
that.
the universe. It's just the universe telling us it's happening on Saturday.
Yeah, the universe is just like, no, the Division Z podcast is for Saturday.
I want it this way. I don't want it that way.
This is how it's meant to be.
God, just Dr. Monty. No. No.
Dr. Monty's meddling in our affairs, as he always does.
God.
Oh man, but we've got a pretty exciting topic to talk about this week. The highest round ever achieved in Call of Duty Zombies, ladies and gentlemen. That happened this week. I saw it live and it was fucking awesome, to be honest with you. Literally making history. The world's first round 10,000 in Call of Duty Zombies on, of course, World at War Shinonuma, because that's pretty much the way you get to the thousands,
Yeah, exactly.
But Krups is the guy who did it, and he, the final round he made it to before the game reset. He didn't go down. He could have gone on more, but the game reset at round 10,751. That is the new highest round in Call of Duty Zombies. Your thoughts on that?
It's just mad. It's crazy. I don't think he'll be playing any more Shinonuma anymore. I think he'll have his feeling for Shinonuma for the rest of his life.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm gonna look real quick. Yeah, he's playing it.
Oh my god! Are you joking?
Yeah. Hang on. Let me look on Twitch real quick. Yeah, I just pulled up Twitch on my end here. It says he's live right now playing World at War. So after this advertisement, after this advertisement is done, we'll see if he's actually on Shinonuma again.
That's crazy if he is. I mean, I played so much like what map have I played so much of?
Oh no, he's on Verrucht.
oh no, new challenge.
He's on round 119.
Oh. God. Well, he seems to be a pretty good player. Like obviously because he got to such a high round. But
yeah,
like I don't think I'd have the will to ever do that. Like the skill maybe, but I think it all comes down to sheer willpower after a certain point.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I told my chat, I was like, hey, what if I try around 200 on Shinonuma? And, because knowing me, I'm just going to either A, get really fucking bored, or B, it's just going to be, like, not fun, and I'm just going to kind of, it'll just reflect on the stream that it's not going to be as fun. So that's why I'm kind of saying, like, all right, round 200, that's a pretty solid goal. Would I be in the position to break the highest round ever in Call of Duty Zombies? Maybe, because it's only 24 zombies in the round. I think realistically, everybody who's at least a decent zombies player has a chance to make it to the highest round ever just because of how Shinonuma and World at War works. But that's not without saying 24 zombies can still kill you, so you still have to have that skill about you, and you still have to pay attention to the spawns and all that.
I mean, what round would you say that you start getting bored at? Like, obviously, if you went for a high round, obviously, you don't really have a goal in mind unless you're going for like around 100 or whatever. But what round is it that it really starts like, oh, this is dragging on?
I would probably assume.
For me, it'd be anything after probably like 40.
Maybe I was thinking to myself, maybe after I hit 100, it would be like
Oh God.
It would kind of drone on a little bit just because it's,
Mm.
it's basically the same thing over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, Black Ops 4, you can get to high rounds pretty fast in that game. Black Ops 3 doesn't. I think it roughly takes you like for Revelations, which is probably one of the fastest maps. I don't know what like if it was me. I remember when I did it, I got to like around 115. I think it took me
Yeah.
like 8 hours or something.
Revelations took me a 5.5 hours to get to 102.
Okay, so that would make sense then. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Kyle Legend, welcome
Okay.
to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. But yeah, it's like I like 5.5 hours to get to 102 on Revelations, right? I'm
Yeah.
thinking, what could 5.5 hours get you on World at War Shinonuma? That could probably realistically get you. Well, hang on. Let's do the math.
Mm.
I'm gonna pull up the calculator on my phone. Okay. So what would the math be? He made it to around 10,751, right?
Mm.
Divided by 92 hours, right?
Yeah.
So that would be. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really bad at math. I apologize in advance. So would that mean each hour you would have 116 rounds?
Maybe. I'm not good at math either. I mean,
I think that's how you do it. People are gonna be in the comment section going, "Wow, y'all are fucking dumb."
was it you're dividing?
I divided 10,751 by 92.
Okay, because it's 92 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay, so it would be. It says
Yeah.
116.8, so it would be okay. Let's round up 117 rounds an hour.
yeah. I mean, at the start that would vary because you have slower spawn, but after a certain point,
times 5. So 116. Okay, so 117, right? We rounded up times 5. In 5.5 or no 5.5, it would be round 643.5. Again, let's just round up. In 5.5 hours, you would make it to around 643.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Math, ladies and gentlemen. Such a crazy thing. Hope you guys are too. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good.
I'm still like baffled by it. Like getting to that high of a round, you just wouldn't think it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's funny to think about? When I saw that 999 flash on his screen, a little part, or not 999, 4 nines. When I saw those numbers flash on screen, a little part of me was almost like, what if it doesn't roll over to 10,000? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if what if it just is stuck? And that's the highest, capacity you can get to, and it'll be like 999 plus, or it'll just like reset back to 0 or whatever. But then there it is, 10,000, just all the digits.
I mean, not many people can say they got to around 10,000. I mean,
only one person can say they got to 10,000. I mean, damn.
But I guess I know obviously there's people that are probably more skilled than them, right? But doesn't that technically mean he's the best zombie player because he got to the highest round?
I think he's definitely the best World at War Zombies player.
Yeah.
Because World at War definitely doesn't have as many moving parts to it as some of the future games. I'd like to see someone with the skill of Krups, or Krups himself, I know his main game is World at War, but I'd totally love to see him on a grind like Black Ops 3 Shadows of Evil, or even Black Ops 3 Shinonuma. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It would be really interesting to see how he would do on the Zombies Chronicles version of Shinonuma, because obviously there aren't 24 zombies around on Shinonuma Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's still not knocking the guy, because that shit's awesome.
Yeah, no. Like, that's one of the biggest achievements I think you would ever get. Like,
what's the current? Well, the round that he got to is 10,751. So that's what we're talking about right now.
What was it before? Was it like...
It
I can't remember exactly what it was.
9,948, I think was the previous
Okay.
record. So
Okay.
he bumped it up a pretty good amount.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, like I said before, though, it's definitely nothing to take lightly, because again, yeah, those 24 zombies can still kill you. You still have to have the skill to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like I said, all I'm saying is it would be really, really interesting to see, the transition from Black Ops, or the transition from World at War.
World at War.
Yeah. World at War to Black Ops 3 Shinonuma.
I would love to see a compilation of his red screens if he even had that. You see?
I think he made some kind of compilation video on his YouTube channel. I haven't watched it yet, but I thought I remember seeing he was making some sort of montage or compilation of like the best moments of the round.
I'll have a
10K.
look after, because you said it took him like 7 months in streaming, didn't it?
Yeah, that's insane. 7 months of streaming and 92 in-game hours. That was just to 10,000. If I'm not mistaken, to get to 10,751, it was like 99 hours. So you tacked on a little bit of extra there.
That pure Xbox 360.
Dude, I mean, Xbox 360 is OP, I guess.
I know, like my Xbox shuts off sometimes, right, randomly, just because like I thought like it seems to happen in Minecraft, so I'm guessing it's like some sort of glitch or whatever, right?
Huh.
But my Xbox One X like cuts out when I'm playing stuff, right?
That's
this
weird.
360 from like 20 years ago can go for like 7 months straight without turning off.
That's what's amazing to me, though. You go like the game is still alive for that long. No power outages, no surges, like
no kid walking past and pressing the button.
Yeah,
nothing like that.
Like you must have just like this, of course, a hyperbole, but you gotta like just legitimately quarantine yourself in your room, despite the fact that there's this shit going on in the world. This dude had to pre-quarantine. This guy was just he was doing it. I mean, yeah, that's like 7 months. I mean, that's January, right? January, maybe December.
Yeah. It'll be around December.
Yeah.
One of them, yeah.
Shit.
He just has like an alternative like power source, and it's just like I don't know.
Zombies
He's a YouTuber we haven't seen in a while. Who's a YouTuber we haven't seen in a while?
It's a
Chucky. He hasn't uploaded in a while. Just him on a bike with a gun to his head. Like just just keep going. That's why there's no power outs.
Speaking of Chucky, I think he tweeted he was thinking of making videos again. Let me see.
Yeah, he said he might.
Let me see. Chucky. Yeah. I'm trying to find his tweet. Oh, well. Probably somewhere here. It looks like he's retweeted some stuff. But anyways. Zombies built to go the distance. Yeah, Zombies is definitely built to go the distance, especially in future games. Okay, actually, now that I think about it, I take that back because it's not. Now that I actually think about it, Zombies, in a way, would not be made to go the distance. Because World at War, there is no round cap. There's the reset, right? That's your sort of cap. Black Ops 1, the reset, that's your cap. You go to Black Ops 3 and 4, highest round for Black Ops 3 is 255. Highest round for Black Ops 4 is 1,024.
Yeah.
So you can never have around 10,000 on those games. So that's the thing that's kind of strange to me. You got, like, I guarantee you if I look on zombie records right now and I look at the leaderboards for some of these maps, there's going to be a handful of people tied at 255 for high round attempts.
Yeah.
And I think, it's kind of sad because these people can go farther.
I think it might come down just to, like, everyone can get to these rounds. It's just who can do it the fastest.
Yeah. And that's what it comes down to. Yeah, that's where those speed runs come in. I think they... Maybe I'm thinking of Zombie Community, but I could have sworn they added a 2... Yeah, they did. Okay, no, it is Zombie Records. They added a 255 speed run.
Okay.
which is absolutely insane. So like, if I were to look at, oh, and this is interesting. Now that I look at the leaderboards, they don't have the World at War Zombie Chronicle remakes on here. They
Do they
have
not?
Shadows, the Giant, The Rising Direct, Zetsubo. They don't even have Garad on these leaderboards. What?
Maybe it's a work in progress.
Maybe those maps aren't stable enough to get to 255.
It's go wrong. It might not be, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll just look at Shadows then. Like, okay, literally the only person on the Shadows of Evil 255 speedrun, 56 hours, 47 minutes, and 31 seconds. Wow.
I mean, that's a hell of a grind.
That's a grind. And GG's to that guy. What is that? DeSantis 101. Yeah, shout out to that guy. I don't know if you're watching or not, but shout out to that guy. But yeah, it's kind of a shame. Like, it's cool that they bumped up the round cap in Black Ops 4 from Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
But, you know, 1024,
I mean,
I think people can go the distance.
originally when Black Ops 4 came out, it didn't work like that. It didn't go to 1,000. It went to what was it in Black Ops 3?
255.
255, yeah. It only went to then, but then it would add like a 0 or something onto the thing. So
Yeah.
at first it was broken as well. But
Black Ops 4 is just always broken at the end of the day.
I wonder when factions are coming.
Yeah, tomorrow
I'm
actually.
starting to worry.
It's actually coming tomorrow, and my sources, dude, trust me.
Trust me.
I'm waiting to hear back about anything for 2020 Call of Duty zombies wise. Yeah, everybody is, Kaya. Everybody is. At this point, things have kind of died. Like, the hype is almost dead at this point. I'm kind of worried that if something does come in August for COD 2020, people are going to be like, oh, okay. Legit, just kind of be like,
they're bringing
okay.
back zombies.
Oh yeah, oh wow, they're bringing back zombies. Wow.
Oh, it's that bus from the map from like 7 years ago.
Oh yeah, Ted, what's up?
I think, to be honest, for them right now, the best thing they could do is probably do something like with Warzone, like to reveal it. I don't know. I think them releasing a trailer is good and all right, but they have so many players on Warzone at once. If they did a big reveal for it, I mean, they need to release a trailer, obviously. But
I think the problem with an in-game event like that is that, you know, number one, not a whole lot of people want to jump into Warzone with the current state of it right now.
Oh yeah, all the hackers.
And the other thing is too, I'm kind of going back to Fortnite, you know, and I know this is totally different, but you know, they had that Star Wars Rise of Skywalker event in Fortnite, and it was kind of stupid, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was.
And coming from you, that must be very true because you're such a diehard Star Wars fan.
And the thing that made me sad about it too is like Fortnite, one of my least favorite games, and then the Disney sequel trilogy, one of my least favorite Star Wars movies. When that just got combined into one, it's just cringe as fuck. And I was very disappointed in that. But hey, you know what? Call of Duty, if you guys can do something different, please do. But as far as in-game events go, stop trying to copy Fortnite. Like, seriously, stop it.
To be honest, I don't know how true this is. It probably isn't the first, but COD did do it first back in Black Ops 3, an in-game event.
What do they do?
Do you remember the Infinite Warfare reveal?
Vaguely, but not really.
In Nuketown, what happened was, right, you know, once the game ended, you know how you had the whole like blow up screen thing?
Uh-huh.
This Infinite Warfare ship would come in, and also on it, you know, like the wall running bit where you could run on Black Ops 3 on the Nuketown. It was thingied with the bad guy from Infinite Warfare. It was only a Nuketown, right?
Really?
If you look at gameplay of it or whatever, right, it's like you can see the Infinite Warfare ship in the sky, and I'm pretty sure at the end they all shoot down a Nuketown or something. No, that definitely happened.
Well, I'll be damned.
It was crazy.
Allow me to eat my words there. Holy shit! I mean, I never knew that.
To be honest, I understand why people don't remember. I don't remember either, unless like, you know, I just didn't have like like a good memory with certain things. Like you shouldn't remember stuff like that, right? It's kind of stupid to remember like, you know, an event for a game that wasn't going to do well like 5 years ago. But hey, it happened.
Wow.
And it was fine. But I guess if you're going to class a game as like the first in-game event, it might technically be that.
I mean,
I know Fortnite's like a live event where it happens for everyone at once, but
yeah. Huh. Well, what do you know? Still not a huge fan of the whole in-game event thing. Just give us a trailer.
No. Yeah,
Just give us a trailer. Give us some images. You know, give us something for the zombies community to eat up in 2 days, and then we're gonna get bored of it, and then we're gonna ask for something else. Nah, just got to meme the community there a little bit, but yeah. I mean, just give us a trailer. That's all I ask.
I mean.
I hope something happens in August, but at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't.
I mean, personally, I want it to come out soon, right? I want the game to come out like this year. But you know, if they need like an extra year,
yeah, take all the time they need.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be bothered. Like exactly. I have other stuff I can play until then.
Yeah.
Plus, if you do that, if I do decide to buy the game on if I do buy like a PS5 or whatever, right? The game will look better on the PS5. Hopefully, because they won't obviously they'll make ports, but they'll have more time to make the ports.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. I think the reason why it's not been revealed yet is because, you know, due to the state of the world and all this kind of stuff, things have been pushed back. If they were smart, the reason why nothing's come out is, you know, we're taking some extra time to actually work on it and make it a fully fledged, fully functioning project. But it's just the communication that's just not there.
Yeah, they just said it. Like, it'd be fine. Like, you know, okay, it was planned to come out this year, but we want to make sure the game's up to standard and we don't do Black Ops 4 again. So we're going to need a bit, like an extra year or so.
Yeah.
They would make plenty of money with Warzone throughout that time if they kept updating it with, like, little events.
Absolutely.
Like, I seen a thing on YouTube that said Warzone generates around, like, 3 million a day. Like,
a day?
Yeah. A day in microtransactions.
Wow. Okay.
I know. So, like, it's not like they're making money. They have a piggy bank that's going to keep filling and filling. So, if they just keep updating the game, right, and keeping it fresh and, you know, not letting it die out, like, well, I guess you can't really say Fortnite didn't keep it fresh. They went a bit too fresh towards the end. But, like you know, they just kept things, like, new, right?
Yeah.
And all that. And the sort of community kind of kept the game alive as well, which they will because it's free to play and it's the best battle royale probably out there right now.
True.
They could make money of that and work on the next game and make sure the next game is polished. And that gives Infinity Ward another year to work on Modern Warfare 2 if they make a Modern Warfare 2, which they will because it made Modern Warfare made so much money. Obviously.
Yeah, it's inevitable at this point.
Like, definitely.
What I'm still shocked about is like the $3 million a day thing. You know. I mean, putting that into perspective, too, is like, I know this is a little bit off track, but, you know, in football, American football, you know, for all the football fans out there, Patrick Mahomes got his huge 10-year contract extension with the Kansas City Chiefs. The dude makes, like, $100 a minute on his new contract. Like, it's or something absurd like that. It's a 10-year contract worth $503 million in total, with like a shitload of guarantee money. So when I hear a figure like $3 million a day from Warzone, I can't help to think about like, Jesus Christ, like what are they making a minute? What are they making a second?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, good on them though. I mean, like,
yeah, absolutely.
They found the next piggy bank.
They fucking, if it works, it works, you know?
And the answer, well, I think it's good that something free to play is doing well for them, because now they'll be like, okay, well, maybe we don't need a season pass anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, we won't end up making one in the future.
Right.
Like, I know Modern Warfare didn't have one, but there's rumors going around for Zombies having one, which, again, I don't mind because I have the money, but the game would live longer if it didn't have a season pass.
Yeah, I agree.
Because everyone would play it.
Yeah. See, what if Black Ops 5 is a reboot of World at War, and when you are doing an open... Oh, I'm sorry. 2 separate questions. I thought it was one question. What if Black Ops 5 was a reboot of World at War? That would be very interesting. It would... we would just have to see at that point. I mean, I'm open to anything. And when
Yeah.
am I doing an open lobby of Modern Warfare? Not sure yet, but of course, stay up to date in the Discord server if to stay up to date with all the news and stuff that I do. But if Black Ops 5 is a reboot of World at War, I don't know how. I don't know how I would think about that. What do you think about that?
I mean, initially I think it would do good, but I just don't think it's a smart idea to make another like World War II sort of World War One-ish game.
Yeah.
I think we had that with called World War II, and we had our sort of nostalgia fix, right?
Right.
But going to getting World War II, you kind of realize there's a lot they can do with this game, but there's so much more they can't because they're limited because of their time period.
That's also true.
A game set sort of in the Cold War has the same problem, but it's more it has a longer time span, if you know what I mean. Like, there's more they can do with it.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit more they can do with it. Like, the Cold War, what went on during the Cold War? Well, the Korean War and the Vietnam War, that could be like your different seasons, right? Season 1 is the Korean War season. Like, I don't know. And then you introduce, like, Korean guns in the game that were used and, have some variety there. And I don't know. Something cool like that could be a thing, especially, since it's rumored that it's, going to be in the Cold War setting. But, yeah, like you said, World War II is a little bit limited, and I think a lot of it's already kind of been done.
And I think the best thing they could do is the best case scenario they should do, like for the most profit they probably get, right, is a modern setting. Even if we just had one, the modern setting is a safe setting, right?
Yeah, that's true.
They can do so much, and they can kind of dip into the future a wee bit getting creative because, they're obviously no laser guns or anything, right?
Yeah, no.
But they can maybe dip into the future. I think what Black Ops 4 tried to do was really smart by it being in the future, but no exo movements or anything, right?
Right.
But they just failed for the multiplayer. They failed in a few aspects, like specialists. They would have been cool as kill streaks, but the fact that you kind of get them off the bat is kind of stupid, and I think it kind of ruins the flow. I mean, what do you think? What do you think about specialists? Do you like them?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I don't necessarily mind specialists as much as other people do, but I do agree with the fact that it can mess up the flow a little bit because one moment you'll turn the corner and then gravity spike guy, it definitely messes up the flow. And I think going back to what we were talking about, Call of Duty trying to copy that Fortnite model when Fortnite, the battle pass and this and that. Black Ops 4 in a way almost tried to copy that, or Black Ops 3 even, like the Overwatch model.
Oh, yeah.
Because, Overwatch, special characters with the special abilities, and back when Overwatch was actually liked. So,
yeah,
like a lot of things that Call of Duty is doing is, their own spin. Their own spin on certain concepts, which some work, some don't. But I definitely think Modern Warfare is better for not having those overpowered specialists and whatnot. I like that the field upgrades kind of replace the specialists in a way.
Here's what I think would be cool, right? Specialist weapons in general. I think you could have them in the game, but make them so you have your base kill streaks, right? Like you have your UAV, counter UAV, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then on your character, you have their weapon. Now, depending on the time, let's say it's like sort of Vietnam era, right? Death machines are a thing then, right? Yeah. Well, whatever that name for them. Miniguns, yeah. Right? You have that on your character, but it requires 10 kills for you to unlock it in a row. So it's like it's your personal kill streak.
Yeah, so, something like that.
You have to earn it, but it pays off. So you can't.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Because I think the argument is all these kids getting their like battery grenade launcher or whatever and just killing 5 people without like even having to breathe, right?
Right.
The fact that they have that weapon in the first place would mean that they'd have to do decent without it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, kill streaks are cool for the fact that, it takes a lot of skill to earn your kill streak. Where it stops being skill to me is when you call in a VTOL to hover over the map and then you get 10 free kills.
Yeah.
That's where it stops being skill to me. Like, I'm not knocking the people who do go on these insane kill streaks, but like when you put a helicopter above the map, a sniper's nest. Oh my fucking god, I hated the sniper's nest from Black Ops 4.
Sniper nests are annoying. They're so annoying.
You know, it's not skill at that point. So, you know, what you're talking about, the specialist thing, you know, oh, I got 10 kills in a row. I got my minigun specialist, you know, have that only last for like 45 seconds or whatever, and you still have to aim with it and all that, you know.
Yeah, it's like a gun. It's like maybe slightly better than a normal gun.
Yeah, something like that. I would love to see a COD Ghosts 2. Well, Cosmic would definitely agree with you, Kaya.
Yeah, I would. I would like to see a COD Ghosts 2. I think the campaign was decent. Extinction was, I won't say better than Zombies, but it was pretty good. And the multiplayer is pretty much as Modern Warfare 1.0. So
yeah.
So I would love to see a Ghost 2. Whatever happened, probably not.
Even though I don't remember too much from Ghost, I wouldn't mind giving Ghost 2 a chance. And if that was a thing, that'd be, I would welcome it. Just cause, why not? I mean, try new things, Call of Duty. Just keep doing you. You keep trying new stuff. You know, I understand. You know, nostalgia is a huge factor in people's decision making when it comes to buying some of these games at times. But just you do you, Call of Duty. Let's keep going. Let's try to keep innovating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind like. I think each developer should have their own game mode, like third one, so then things don't get boring. Like, yeah. Like, you know, if Treyarch had their Zombies, Infinity Ward had their... I think it should be Extinction, but for them people that like Spec Ops, why not?
Yeah.
Sure thing. And then Sledgehammer... I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what position they're in right now, because I know they're... I don't even know. There's leaks that they're working on a game for 2021, they're doing stuff like that, and... They're helping Treyarch or something. I don't know.
Who knows?
All over the place.
At this point, who knows?
They could just make like, I don't know, like a...
Let's see.
Exo Zombies 2.
There's a list of CODs that should be remastered. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think a fully fledged Modern Warfare 2 remaster with the multiplayer and with everything else on top of it, not just the campaign, would have been kind of cool. But you know, at the end of the day, it's, you know, how long are we going to keep the remasters a remaster? You know, oh, let's just reboot this and let's reboot that. You know, at the end of the day, you got to take bold, you got to make bold decisions and you know, take what you get at the end of the day. Sometimes,
I think, with remasters, right, they're kind of always set up to fail.
Sometimes,
like obviously, well, let's say Modern Warfare Remastered, right? That came out, everyone played it for a year, right? Had a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
On it, right? A lot of people really enjoyed it, right? That game isn't going to do too hot in like 5 years.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because it's already been so old. Like, you know, like a Black Ops 2 remaster.
Yeah.
That game would do really well for like the first few years, and I think it just dip off and not do well anymore.
Right. You know, I think it was cool that they remastered Modern Warfare and you got it with Infinite Warfare and all that, you know. But personally, I bought Modern Warfare Remastered when it became its own separate thing, because that was back
I know a lot of people that did that.
But yeah, you know, I replayed the campaign, and you know, I did a few multiplayer games here and there, but yeah, I just really fell off after I was like, well, I beat the Modern Warfare campaign again. That was cool. Now I'm done.
Like, you've already done it. You've done it.
Yeah, it's like I've already done it. I mean? And you know, it's whatever. It played really well on PS4. Not saying it didn't.
But yeah, no, like, the game looks great and runs great, and like, to me, it kind of felt like a wee bit. It'd be the closest thing I get to like a Ghost 2 until Modern Warfare came out, I guess. Like,
yeah.
The new one, but it felt good, and there wasn't problems with the game. It's just after a certain time, it's like
you get really bored.
This is the game I've been playing for almost 10 years now.
True.
And I think Black Ops 2, it did a bit better than Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Remastered. But it was
funny. You just said that, and the chat commented, but the one I wish for is Black Ops 2 Remastered.
No, listen, it'd be good. Don't get me wrong. Black Ops 2 Remastered would be amazing for like, I don't know, like 3 months until people got bored of it because they've already played it for like 5 years. Because...
Yeah, I mean... Especially PC gamers.
Yeah.
Like, I know not everybody has a PC, and I know, you know, people miss out on that, and, you know, that's a whole different topic. But especially for PC gamers, when it's like, well, I can already buy Black Ops 2 on PC, and I can, you know, I can mod it, and I can even Black Ops 2 Plutonium. You know what I mean? Like, you can just download Plutonium, and you can have a good time with that. Which I might look into, honestly. You know, the non-hacked version of Black Ops 2 multiplayer and 8-player zombies.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. It looked kind of fun.
But what was I saying? Something about Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2.
Yeah,
Black
I
Ops
think
2.
we were talking about Black Ops 2 Remastered.
Pretty much, yeah. It would do fine for the first wee bit, but then like the game would just like dip off. I think. Like.
Yeah.
And would they even remaster zombie maps for it? I don't think they would. I think they remaster campaign and multiplayer because the zombie maps have already been remastered.
Yeah, I mean, even if, that's a tricky one because, you know, Treyarch would have a couple options. It would be, well, we could remaster the zombies maps the way they are and people can play them again as they were, or yeah, we can do the Black Ops 4 treatment. And we can put a fresh coat of paint over it and rename it and do all that kind of stuff. So I feel like the Black Ops 4 treatment would be the better way to go. And what I mean by that is, you know, not totally Black Ops 4-ify of the game, you know, because Black Ops 4 is inferior to Black Ops 3 and 2 in certain ways. But, you know, like what they did with Tagged or Toten. And, you know, it's a remake of Call of the Dead, and I think it's a really good remake.
Yeah, it's a good remake. It fixes a lot of problems.
So with Transit, you know, it's the prime map for a remake.
I think Transit is going to be like one of the best maps since Remastered. Like being completely honest.
Yeah,
a nice engine, runs on a nice engine, a good HUD, fun gameplay stuff in it. Yeah, no fog. You know,
no denizens.
No
just
denizens.
Get that shit out of here. Just let us play the map. Just fuck it. Or either just get rid of the fog and let us travel around the map and sightsee and all that, or just sandwich it all together where the farm is right next to the power station, which is right next to the town, which is right next to the bus depot. You know, just have it all combined together. I think we talked about that before as well, where, you know, Transit would be so much better if all the locations were right next to each other, or even like a football field away. You know, just you do a little bit of running to it, but it's like not that far away.
I mean, if it was just a big circle, there wasn't any cut throughs or anything. Like maybe like, you know, the whole power tower thing where you do the Easter egg, the phone tower thing. Where
that could be like the center.
That could be in the
map.
center.
Yeah,
and it could be ways to cross through, and that could be somewhere in the middle as well. I don't know where.
Yeah, like the cornfield is the middle of the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buried Remastered would be beautiful too, dude. Honestly, yeah, I think a Buried Remastered would be really sick as well.
The lighting, you know, like the light coming down from the top, and like, you know, they could do like the lighting and that. It look amazing.
Ooh, that would be really cool.
You know, in the tunnels, they could have like 115 in there as well. Like the start tunnel, and like there's nice blue 115, just keeping it. Oh, it'd be good.
Absolutely. You know, I think a Buried Remaster, I don't think a lot would go into it personally, just because Buried is already a map that has a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot of things that make Buried really good. I think overall, I think the things that would change for a hypothetical Buried Remaster would be probably, and it's, you know, it saddens me to say this, it would probably be taking away like half of those buildables and then opening up some different pathways to get to certain buildings. And even, I would say, you know, open up a way from the spawn room. Like, you know how when you go into the fountain in the maze, it brings you back to underneath the spawn room?
Yeah.
To get to from underneath the spawn room to back on top.
Yeah.
You know, like open up that tower factory thingy and maybe make a new room in there. I don't know. I mean, Buried is already a really interconnected map, so I don't know what kind of things they add to it.
There is a lot of flow to it, and I don't think they need to do a lot. Like I said in a video from before, I think they'll You know, in the Jug camping spot, I think they'll definitely put a window in there.
Oh, for sure.
Just to be like, yeah, you like staying here, didn't you? The map's too easy. The map's too easy. Well, how do you like this?
Yeah.
Or they put windows everywhere there's a camping spot. Like, you know, up the part where you camp with the paralyzer.
Yeah.
There's a few windows right there.
You know what? Now that you mentioned the paralyzer, I was just about to say, I don't think the paralyzer would return.
Really?
I don't think so, because let's think about, like, thinking back to, you know, Tag Your Toten, you know, Call of the Dead Remastered. They didn't have the Scavenger of VR11.
True.
You know, but then of course there's the opposite side of that where, you know, 5 was remastered into Classified and the Winter's Howl came back. But
they just give us a thunder gun.
I just don't think it would be back. I don't think the paralyzer would come back. And yeah, I think it would be a thunder gun. It would either be a thunder gun.
Seems to be in every map where they remaster it. Like Revelations.
Or a completely new wonder weapon, which would be kind of sick.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like some cool Western pistols or something where it shoot I don't know. 115 out of them.
It would totally be like take the Remington New Model Army and make that. Well, okay, let's think about it though for a second. That's basically Alistair's Annihilator.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I definitely think some guns need to come back that were buried. You know, like I just said, the Remington New Model Army. You know, I know the N94 was first introduced on Die Rise, but I think that would be in there.
Yeah.
Oh, the chat is saying Ray Gun Mark III as well. That would be an interesting fit. The Ray Gun Mark III in Buried. I think it could work, honestly. I mean, that would be kind of your paralyzer replacement without it being too OP.
It'd fix the balancing as well, because the Ray Gun doesn't kill forever.
Right, yeah.
Mark III at least. I mean, none of them do. But actually, the ones in Alpha Omega do. But
true.
I mean, but like that'd be a pretty good fit for the map just because of how the paralyzer is pretty decent.
Yeah, honestly, I think looking back on it, you know, it's kind of shocking that the paralyzer was even a weapon in the first place. You know, I mean, I guess you could see it coming because, you know, the jet gun is technically an unlimited ammo, unlimited damage gun. But, you know, it sucks because you can't use it for more than 3 seconds.
I guess the paralyzer is just like the smarter, like, you know.
The paralyzer is the jet gun, but good.
Yeah, it's just the jet gun, but good. Like, they could have used the same assets from the paralyzer on the jet gun, and it would. No one would question it.
Or since, you know, everyone loves the elemental thing, right? Elemental paralyzers. Where it's not unlimited ammo, but it's kind of like the bows from Horizon Drac, where you got your paralyzer and you shoot the vortex, but it's a fire vortex. And then you got the other one that's like an ice vortex. Or something like that. I think that would be really cool. I mean, I know a lot of people might get kind of tired of the 4 more elemental weapons thing, but I don't care. I think the elemental weapon system is still pretty cool.
I think it works and it gives everyone a weapon they want.
Exactly.
I've never seen a problem with it. Like, to be honest, it takes more effort for them to make elemental weapons than just one weapon.
Right. I mean, that's cool too. I mean, yeah, put more effort into it. That's awesome.
Like, what do you think takes more effort? Like, let's say the Ray Gun Mark III or the 4 bows? The 4 bows because they have to make a quest for each one of them. You know, have to have their own different like ways to kill and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. The Ray Gun Mark III just hit the mystery box. Oh, there it is. Which I know, I know a lot of people prefer that system better, but I think you can have both. You know, like the first example off the top of my head, I know there's a bunch of other zombies maps that do this. I know 9 isn't the only map, but you know, 9 you got the Death of Orion that's in the mystery box, and you could also do the quest for the free Death of Orion. So
yeah.
Not only that, you can abuse the power of the elementals. Sometimes you can. Sometimes, like the ice staff is broken at times on Origins. You know, the lightning bow on Horizon Drac used to be somewhat broken, but then they patched that, which was sad.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I think the elements for the elemental paralyzers would be fire, ice, electricity, and I don't know,
Maybe.
earth because it's literally underground.
Yeah, just sand.
Yeah, like a sandstorm of some kind. I think
Mm.
I wouldn't mind that. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Mm.
And then with the addition of like the Mark II, maybe even the Mark III, maybe even the Thunder Gun. Who knows? You know,
Yeah.
just why not? You know, I mean, as much as a lot of people don't necessarily like the Tundra gun in Tagger Toten, I think it was still a very interesting
It was
choice.
different.
It's different.
Different.
It's
It
definitely
feels like
different.
something that should have been in Black Ops 2, from my opinion, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like if we were to be honest, that might be in transit if they remaster it. I feel like the Tundra gun would, like, I don't know, just the nature of the weapon would fit the map.
Dude, could you imagine Transit Remastered, right? Oh boy, I can't wait to see if there's any new Wonder Weapons. It's literally just like, normal ray gun Mark II, and then only the Tundra gun. No Thunder gun, no, like, nothing else. Could you imagine just the Tundra gun?
Just the mum. Can we have Thunder gun? We have Thunder gun at home. Thunder gun at home. Just the Tundra gun.
Kai says, I love the Tundra gun. Tundra gun, it's definitely not as good as the Thunder gun, but, it's fun to use.
Yeah.
I don't know, just really fun to use. The splash damage, I think, is what kills it for me a little bit, though, because...
Yeah, no, it's kind of annoying.
Thunder gun doesn't kill you, but the Tundra gun, you get hit a couple times, then boom, splash damage from the Tundra gun. Goodbye.
And it doesn't kill forever, does it?
No, not at all.
It's like the B-Tech version of the Thunder gun. It's just worse.
Kinda. Yeah.
Like, if you need a wonder weapon, then I guess it's there, but...
I think where Tagger Toten shines a little bit more in the wonder weapon department is the Samantha music box.
Yeah, that's like
the wonder weapon of Tagger Toten.
Mm-hmm.
When I think of Tagger Toten, I don't think... Or the Wonder Waff Sniper, for that matter.
Yeah.
But when I think of Tagger Toten, I think of like, oh yeah, the Samantha bombs. That's the OP weapon of that map.
Mm-hmm.
The Wonder Waff Sniper is a cool concept, but that doesn't kill forever either. And oftentimes I don't even use it.
No, if I was looking for any wonder weapon, it'd be Samantha boxes and Thunder gun because.
Yeah.
No, but I use the ballistic knife. That's the best wonder weapon on the map.
Bro. Literally, the ballistic knife is the best weapon on Alpha Omega and Tagger Toten. And then if you're not playing those maps, the Helion Salvo is the best wonder weapon on all the other maps.
God, it's mad.
It's crazy. Like,
it's so...
I'm not sad that the Helion Salvo was good. I think it's cool that we have a really good rocket launcher. But holy shit, is it broken? I mean, the only thing that I will say that I did notice on stream yesterday, I was doing a hardcore high round attempt on Blood of the Dead yesterday on stream.
Yeah.
And the Helion Salvo, I almost said Tundra gun. The Helion Salvo on Blood of the Dead, or probably just in general, non-quadruple pack-a-punched, meaning you just pack-a-punched it once and you didn't do the upgrades.
Yeah.
Stops being a one-hit kill at 35. Which is weird. And then when you quadruple pack-a-punch it and you get it to full power, then it's like, yeah, okay, we're just going to kill forever.
I mean, the health stops going up after, like, 45 or something, isn't it?
55, I believe, actually.
55. Well, that would make sense, I guess.
So,
like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a bit mad. And then also, the ballistic knife. Well, okay. Is it really the ballistic knife that's the wonder weapon, or is it just the two perks that work in conjunction,
I guess it's all them working together.
Yeah, I mean, I think where the ballistic knife helps out is you only shoot once, and then it's a reload, and then it fully recharges your electric burst. But, yeah. It's kind of crazy to me. Like, I think it was on Zombie Community on Zombicus. It's against the rules to use electric burst on the modifier.
Oh, come on.
Like, I understand. Like, I understand the choice, but it's like, I think if you used it in conjunction with Ethereal Razor, it should be banned. Because, competitive... at that point, it's about competitive integrity. What's going to be more competitive? You know, I'm big into trying to. I've been really loving watching Call of Duty League, and that actually segues into something I want to talk about next. Because zombies leaderboards, what can we do to make it more competitive so that it's a better atmosphere for people to try to go for these records?
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. And you have a lot of people who complain about, well, it's in the game, why don't you just let us do it? Well, competitive integrity. If something is physically broken in the game that the leaderboard or whoever the record site deems as non-competitive nature, they can make that choice. Honestly, I know this might sound like kind of like a smart ass remark, right? But it's like, to those people who say that, make your own website and allow everything.
Exactly.
Seriously, I mean, you choose that you want to go for a record on a certain leaderboard. You either follow by those rules or you don't do it. It's just how it is. Let's see. Kaya in the chat here says, I wouldn't mind seeing the Commando from Black Ops 1 making a return. You know what? Me neither. Me neither.
I mean, not a lot, but a few of the BO1 weapons should come back.
Yeah.
Like Commando, Galil.
Yeah, well, the Galil's like a staple almost now.
Yeah, it kind of stays in all the games, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I still like to see it return.
True. But yeah, kind of branching off on that competitive integrity thing. I don't know. Do you pay attention to the Call of Duty League at all?
No, I just know that they are really good at the game.
Well, that's what I know. What's been going on right now is because the state of the world right now, all the tournaments have been held online, and for 2 weeks in a row now, teams have been fucked over by a player lagging out. And so basically what's been happening is you'll have one player on one team lag out, and it's a 4 versus 5 instead of the normal 5 versus 5. Normally what's supposed to happen is there's a referee that the referee's supposed to call the game and be like, okay, this team has no fucking chance anymore of winning. We have to reset the map. What's been going on in the Call of Duty League, and I'm not taking a side. I'm just gonna say it how it's been going on. They're not resetting the maps, and they're allowing it to be played 4 versus 5 when a player lags out. Which means
that's not broken, isn't it?
The players that are on the 4 people team get fucked when they're playing the map that they're playing on. I mean, it happened literally just a few hours ago before the podcast. Chicago Huntsman versus Toronto Ultra. One of the players on Huntsman lagged out during hardpoint, and Ultra destroyed them 250 to like 50.
You'd think the other team would be like, okay, well, it's not really fair, is it? We should not be taking advantage of this.
It's
why would you want to win like that? Like, because everyone they might be like, oh yeah, we won, but then you can be like, well, you had another player, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a lot of people have been really mad about it, and I definitely see the frustration. It's I don't know why they wouldn't end the game. I don't know.
I think to be honest, what they should do is, if a player lags out, I think each team should have like 3 lag outs per session or whatever, right? So then they can't abuse the system, right? So someone lags out like 3 times.
Yeah.
That's it. Like both teams have that thing, and if that happens, like all the teams start lag out or whatever, like they use other lag out things or whatever, then if they do lose, it's like they've had like a few chances.
I can get that, but
I just think it'd be broken. It'd be kind of broken if someone lagged out, they could do it on purpose.
Right, and that's the reason why they continue the game. Their reasoning is that, well, this player, like, they're losing or whatever. I don't know if they were losing, but I joined the live stream when I already saw it as 4 versus 5, and I was like, oh fuck, this happened again. But the whole reason behind it as well, he could have totally unplugged his console because they were losing and they want to reset, But you see the competitive integrity of these players, they're not like that. You play from beginning to end. And, You know, it's pretty fucking obvious if a player were to do that. Like, oh, the enemy team's about to win. Disconnect the internet, guys. You know,
Yeah.
no one's
Like,
gonna
if someone,
unplug the fucking console in
if they're
the
winning.
well, even in the first like 5 minutes of the game, even if you are down by a few points.
Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't make any. I mean, I get the reasoning, but it doesn't make sense to me in the way of, you know, that's the reasoning for why you continue the game every single time.
Yeah.
So
I hope they can find like a system that works and just hopefully they'll be able to go back soon to what they used to do. Not to the scale, obviously, right now, but
yeah,
hopefully at some point in the next like few months they'll be able to go back to like going to actual places to do the tournaments.
yeah, I hope so too. I mean, COD Champs is online, which is sad to me. But you know, it is what it is. The playoffs are all going to be online, and you know, it all comes down to like the Call of Duty servers too. Like Modern Warfare servers have been notoriously broken. So like, it's also a little bit on Activision there too to be like, well, y'all don't fix your fucking servers. You know?
They're not going to invest all that money. Maybe into like
Who
the
knows?
next game, but they won't invest all that money into getting like actual decent servers.
Yeah, who knows the reasoning why?
I have no idea. Not that they can't pay for it.
Yeah, it's not like they can't, right? You know, millions upon millions of dollars, you can fix your servers. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
But if somebody, you know, even if it's an Activision employee, but if somebody can legitimately give an answer as to why servers don't get fixed and why problems aren't looked into, like especially the hacking problem, please let me know in the comment section of this when this becomes a video version of this podcast, because it's confusing to me when a game company doesn't acknowledge a glaring issue of a game and they just ignore it and pretend like it doesn't exist when everyone's been complaining about it.
Yeah.
You know, and there are telltale examples of that issue being in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just clear communication is all players ask for from their game company, especially as gaming is becoming more mainstream and widespread. The competitive scene is becoming more of a bigger thing.
Mm-hmm.
More communication, please. I mean,
that's all.
That's all.
Just more communication and better service.
I mean, it's cool that, you know, you bring out patch notes and, you know, you tell the community, oh, this was updated, this gun got nerfed, this gun got buffed. But what else happened behind the scenes? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, what's happening with the servers? You know, what's happening with the hackers? Are you cracking down on them yet?
Or are you just going to do a ban wave for people who haven't hacked banned?
Yeah. Which that actually happened to somebody. I talked about that on the podcast, or on the stream yesterday. This guy who's like a top 5 player in the world got banned because they were like, oh, this KD doesn't seem very realistic.
This isn't real.
It's like, what the fuck? Like, the dude literally was a streamer, and he streamed his stuff, and you could tell it was legit.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff, you just shake your head and you go, what the fuck's going on behind the scenes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, Call of Duty League, I hope y'all can recover from this. I know a lot of people are getting really frustrated. I like the concept of the Call of Duty League. I like the franchising of teams, make it more sports-oriented. I like that concept a lot. You know, I just hope you guys can bounce back from this online mess.
Definitely.
You know, it's been nothing short of a mess for some of these players, and you know, if I guarantee you, if these lag outs happened at LAN events, you know, the resets would happen to preserve that competitive integrity live on stage in front of an audience. You know, but because it's online, and I think personally they just want to get through it. I think they just want to be like, online sucks. Let's just go. Let's just get it done as fast as possible and look forward to, you know, doing LAN events again. But I could be wrong. But I don't know. The online thing has been a bit of a mess, but at the same time, you know, it's been fun to watch still, because, you know, the players are still the players, and, you know, I like watching people be insanely good at the game.
And there's still teamwork and that going on, and
yeah, you know, the insane moments still happen in the game, except there's no live audience to really hype it up, which is kind of sad.
like,
you know,
whoa.
Players feast off of that live audience. You know, I know, me personally, I would love the live audience atmosphere because I love entertaining. So it's like, I would totally be that guy to like stand up on stage and just be like, yeah, like come on audience, like let's I want to hear those chants. I want to hear that, like in a football game on the defense when you got people in the crowd shouting defense, defense. It's just that just gets you hyped up, and it's like yes, defense. But yeah, that's that. Do you have any other closing thoughts for today's podcast before we wrap things up here today?
No, just Activision, fix your servers.
Activision, fix your game. And if you have to take a little bit longer for the next Call of Duty game, Activision and Treyarch, don't worry. Just make the game good. I don't care if it comes out in 2021. I don't care if it comes out even this year. But if you have to take a little more time to make the game good, just make the fucking game good and stable on launch. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But anyways, I think we're going to wrap things up here for the Division Z podcast. Thank you guys for watching. You guys did amazing. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that, Kaya. Thanks for watching the stream. And hope you have a fantastic day. If you guys did enjoy, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow me right here on Twitch. Go ahead and check out Cosmic. His links will be in the description of this YouTube video and at the end card as well. So go ahead and check out him. And like and subscribe, do all that junk, and we'll see you guys next week, 2 o'clock Pacific time for the Division C podcast. But I will personally see you Monday at 12 o'clock noon Pacific time for another live stream. So, yeah. Peace out, everybody.